Ineos, Rain Group and Glazers in Manchester United takeover talks. It has been almost 10 months since the Glazer family first considered a sale of Manchester United, which led to a two-horse race consisting of Ineos Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani. And, as we've known throughout the takeover process, Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani and Sir Jim Ratcliffe are each prepared to play the long game. After all, the Glazers are the ones selling an asset that is going for multi-billions and something they've unfortunately held for 18 years. According to The Guardian, those acting for Ratcliffe are more confident that the Glazers are intent on selling the club. Meanwhile, the report states Sheikh Jassim's representatives are now unsure if the American family still wishes to let go of the club. Only time will tell which party is reading the situation correctly, but they can't both be right. Many expected Qatar to blow Ineos out of the water with their bid, but that no longer seems to be the case, as club insider Phil Brown alluded to on Twitter this evening. However, he suggests the Glazers are trying to convince Ineos to not just let them stay but to have voting rights on the board. Phil adds that Ineos have talked about walking away if they insist on this, so it's clearly a non-runner, but we can see a positive in that there is process taking place in the takeover talks. It is becoming more clear that there has been talks beans between Ineos, Rain and the Glazer family in recent weeks. That may lead to Qatar being left out of the loop, and they'll want answers soon if this information is being briefed. Besiktas make loan offer for Hannibal Mejbri, final decision depends on Erik ten Hag. Turkish giants Besiktas have made a straight loan offer for Manchester United midfielder Hannibal Mejbri, according to Fanatic. The midfielder was involved for United in 3 pre-season games, but he has yet to appear in the Premier League this term. It is now reported that Besiktas recently proposed to sign him on loan with an option to buy, but United rejected the proposal. The Istanbul outfit have since returned with a dry loan offer for Mejbri, but United are reluctant to consider his departure. United boss Erik ten Hag will reportedly make the final decision over the youngster's future before the Turkish transfer deadline. United signed Mason Mount and Sofian Amrabat on loan during the summer transfer window. The duo should have a direct impact on the playing time of Mejbri. The Tunisian could be restricted to occasional cameos off the bench. Ten Hag has the option of loaning him out to Besiktas to gain experience, but we believe the youngster will stay until the turn of the year. The manager may want sufficient depth to deal with an injury crisis. Mejbri could be allowed to leave after Kobbie Mainoo returns to action. Mainoo was a revelation for United in pre-season, but picked up a freak knee injury against Real Madrid after a poor challenge from Casemiro. The United graduate is anticipated to be fit for the second half of the campaign. Manchester United defender Harry Maguire breaks silence on failed West Ham move. Manchester United defender Harry Maguire has hinted that his transfer to West Ham United failed to materialize due to financial reasons. The Red Devils agreed a deal worth £30 million to sell Maguire to the Hammers this summer, but the centre-back did not join the London club. Maguire was prepared to accept a pay cut to sign for West Ham, but he wanted United to compensate for the same with a huge payoff. As a result, the move did not happen. United were happy to keep him while the Hammers decided to sign Konstantinos Mavropanos instead. Speaking to Express, Maguire hinted that the deal broke down over the payment terms. Meanwhile, the former United captain said that he is confident of playing plenty of games despite his limited role at the start of the season. Maguire has had a difficult start to the season with United. He has played only 23 minutes of normal time. That came in the Arsenal defeat after Lisandro Martinez was substituted. Martinez did not play any minute for Argentina in their recent World Cup qualifiers, and we should know more about his fitness in Ten Hag's upcoming press conference. If the World Cup winner is not 100% fit, Maguire could partner Victor Lindelof in the heart of the defense against Brighton and Hove Albion on Saturday afternoon. Raphael Varane continues to remain on the sidelines with an injury. The Frenchman could be another few weeks away from making his comeback to first-team action. Jadon Sancho was due to start against Tottenham Hotspur but was dropped over certain issues. Manchester United attacker Jadon Sancho was due to start against Tottenham Hotspur but was dropped over certain issues, reports Daily Mail journalist Mike Keegan. The England international eventually came off the bench in the 2-0 defeat away to Spurs to make his second Premier League appearance of the season. Sancho also featured in the next game against Nottingham Forest, coming on with 30 minutes remaining in the 3-2 victory before missing out entirely on the matchday squad for the Arsenal game. Man United manager Erik ten Hag accused the 23-year-old of a lack of proper attitude in training, and the player fired back on X after the 3-1 loss to the Gunners. Both parties have since met earlier this week for talks, and Sancho has deleted his post. However, it remains to be seen whether he will be available for selection when the Red Devils take on Brighton and Hove Albion at Old Trafford on Saturday. Questions have been asked about the general attitude of the former Borussia Dortmund star in training and the dressing room, and his lack of discipline has not done him any favors. Ten Hag could have resorted to calling him out to get a reaction from him in training and subsequently on the pitch, and the forward now has to do his talking on the training ground and the field of play. All eyes will be on Sancho going forward following the controversy, and it will be intriguing to see whether he can get his Man United career back on track or if a January exit will happen. Manchester United confirmed 25-man Premier League squad. Manchester United have confirmed their 25-man Premier League squad for the first half of the campaign. The Red Devils have had a mixed start to the new season, and they have picked up only 6 points from the opening 4 league matches. They have the chance to bounce back after the international break with games against Brighton and Hove Albion, Burnley and Crystal Palace. The club have now formally announced their 25-man squad for the league campaign, which can't be modified again until the new year. There are no surprise exclusions from the Red Devils. Donny van de Beek has made the cut despite not featuring in the matchday squads in the current season.